Thomas St. Croix and Senator Avery Lewis from St. Thomas St. John District. Now, this is the first ever college football game that is taking place by the Yes Management HBCU Classic. What do you guys think about this game and what it can do for the youth of the Virgin Islands in St. Thomas St. Croix and St. Croix District, St. Thomas St. John St. Croix districts?
Well, I have to say yes to it first of all. Thank you to the organization that brought it here. It's a great deal for Stanway to over here, specifically to be here for this. I think it's the first of many more to come. Very good.
It's a real positive thing for the Virgin Islands, and we support this wholeheartedly. And speaking to the organizers, I said I want to get involved to help them because we need to make sure it's promoted real good so the next time they come, these bleachers can be filled. We got some work to do here. We got to get these lights on and St. Croix to make sure we can play in the night when it's a lot cooler. So for sure we're going to be doing everything to make sure that when they do come back.
I think that it's a good thing because our team gets to see a different style of play ball. You know, it's a different exposure. Because you know how to play the state side. I mean, not just it's a great something, but you know, nobody can go against this. But we as the legislators, so we have to put some work into it, get the lights going, get the field going a little better.
What can this exposure to college sports being played here in the Virgin Islands can do to inspire young men or young people on a whole to say that they can aspire themselves to be a college athlete successfully and represent the Virgin Islands and their schools as well? What do you think towards that?
Well, this is the beginning of the future. You know, we as parents can nourish them to high school. And when they fall, they want to do this sport today. But this is a very positive thing. Again, us to be very going forward. I know what you take heed. This is the future.
It's very important for our schoolers to see this type of event, to see what can happen if they take college up serious, getting scholarship, getting the opportunity to go and play football. So this is a two-side point for me. It's an economical boost to the ball. Now, we always talk about the sports tourism. This is a good, wow, that was a close one. This is a good opportunity for sports tourism to publicize it, get more folks to come here and start meet some outside of the court.
One of the things I was glad to see is that some of the teams from St. Thomas were able to come over so they could get an exposure too. So it's not just teams from St. Thomas, I saw the referees them here from St. Thomas. But along with the athletic part of it this year.
Now with the colleges, what can you say the likeliness of it where colleges now will have an interest in coming down to the Virgin Islands to actually recruit some of our athletes, whether it be for the St. Thomas, St. John, or the St. Croix? What are the opportunities of that happening now with a game like this taking place?
Generation, because we have some high school here that travel here, high school students that can transition into college and then move pro. So it gives us that opportunity to shine by ensuring we have a facility with the public high schools that can accommodate these kind of games going forward. So I think it would bring that standard for our own young to perform at a higher level right now.
It's a great opportunity. Sometimes you might not, some folks don't even know about the Virgin Islands. So when they see this, they're going to say, hey, let's go down there, let's start to look at it. Because we have guys with a lot of talent. And a lot of people might be surprised. The Virgin Islands have someone in every professional sport with a championship ring, even in football. Alright? So we got this gentleman that played in, I think it was New York. Little Joseph that won a championship ring. So you can see that we do have students that can be recruited to your college.
And I think one of the things too, with all this technology we have, you know, keeping our children and letting the college know about the talent we have and not just keeping it silent, you know, advertising our talent, putting it out there. One of the things I see that we need to do a little more, highlight our team when they play, televise it, put it in, you know, the public service channels and things like that. Hey,